Merry Christmas, everyone! This morning I am up baking candy and it's smelling like Christmas in my house. So today I'm making coconut candy. For this recipe, you're going to need 2.5 cups of finely chopped coconut and 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. Okay, take your can of sweetened condensed milk and add little by little the sweetened condensed milk to the coconut and give it a mix until it starts to come together like dough. This is only a 3-ingredient recipe for coconut candy. When I was a child, my mother would make potato candy. It was like mashed potato candy, I think it was called. This is the easier version, minus the potato. Now as you stir this together and add the sweetened condensed milk, it will start to come together and stick together where you can actually form some balls, or you can leave it in bars. But as you see here, it's already coming together where it's sticking, and you should be able to pick it up with your hand and make a ball out of it. Okay, it's starting to come together as you see here, and I'm going to go ahead and put this inside of a baking dish, and we're going to make bars today. So here is my baking dish. I'm going to line it with parchment paper and pour the entire contents of the coconut into the baking dish. I'm going to press it down flat so I can make bars, and then I'm going to put it in the freezer for 1 hour just to make sure it all sticks together, and it will be easier to dip it in chocolate. Okay everybody, this is now ready to go inside the freezer. I'm going to put her in the freezer for 30 minutes to 1 hour just to firm up, and then we're going to get our chocolate ready. So let's go ahead and put her in the freezer and get our chocolate ready to melt. We're going to set our temperature to high, and in a double boiler we're going to go ahead and take our chocolate and break it up to melt. I didn't show in the video, but I did put some paraffin in with the chocolate to make it smooth and shiny. And paraffin is mostly used to keep the chocolate on top of the candy. And my mother did it when she would make coconut candy. So I'm going to go ahead and melt this chocolate and put the paraffin in. And we're going to start dipping our coconut bars. Okay, it's starting to come together quite nicely, starting to melt. And what you're looking for is the chocolate to be nice and smooth, just like this. It's shiny and ready to go on top of our almond coconut bars. Okay, this chocolate is ready to go, so we're going to go ahead and start preparing our chocolate bars so we can dip them in our chocolate. Okay, here I just have a pan lined with parchment paper, and I'm putting my cooling rack right there so we can just lay them and let them drip inside the pan. Okay, now I'm just going to take my knife and start cutting out my shapes. Okay, after cutting my squares out, I'm going to go ahead and take my almonds and start putting it on top of the coconut squares. Now it's time to dip them in our chocolate. Okay, give your chocolate a little mix just to make sure it's still nice and smooth. And we're going to go ahead and grab a coconut square and dip it in our chocolate. And there you are, a copycat of Almond Joy. Okay, after dipping, go ahead and put it on your rack to set. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish dipping the rest of my squares in the chocolate and put them over here on my cooling rack to set. And I thought about doing something different this year. I think I'm going to go ahead and melt me some white chocolate, and I'm going to drizzle it over the top of these squares. Okay, here is my white chocolate in the hot water, and it's melting, and that you see inside of it is paraffin. And this is almost ready to go ahead and start drizzling over our coconut squares. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and start drizzling this over the top of my coconut square, and she is done and she's ready to enjoy. I thank you so much for watching today, and have a very Merry Christmas everyone. Bye bye.